Have you ever wanted to be more creative, but thought, creativity is just a talent that some people are born with? Well, I'm here to tell you today that that border is not real. Creativity is not just a talent, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be switched on. So today I'm going to show you how to switch on the skill of creativity through creative writing. So for a little background, I'm a high school teacher from New Zealand. I teach English and media studies. So a big part of my job is finding books and helping students look through them for meaning and how the language actually works. But let's be honest, this is the TikTok generation we're talking about. And getting teenagers excited about reading a 300-page novel is not exactly easy anymore these days. So I went looking for a solution, and I found an unlikely hero called flash fiction. Flash fiction only has one rule. The writing can be anything: a poem, an article, an opinion piece, even song lyrics. But it must be one A4 page. That's it. Flash fiction is basically the TikTok of literature. So I'm going to teach you now how to be a more creative writer using flash fiction. And to prove how simple and easy it is, we're going to start with a perfectly boring story to show you how even the most boring story can be creative if you apply the right tools. So here's our perfectly boring story. My alarm woke me up in the morning. I looked out the window and saw a gray sky. I did not want to leave my bed, but I got up, I put on my uniform, ate my breakfast, stepped out the door, and walked to school. So as far as creative writing goes, that's not terrible, but like I said, it's boring. It's not interesting. There's no voice, there's no mood, no personality, there's no emotion in that story. So here's the skill challenge for you to become instantly better at creative writing. Start by using better tools. And in writing, those tools are called language features, and you need to make friends with them. Not just the adjective and noun language features. I'm talking about the heavy hitters, the big language featuring tools that really transform writing. And here are the 10 language features I challenge you to become friends with. Metaphor, simile, hyperbole, colloquial language, personification, oxymoron, onomatopoeia, symbolism, repetition, rule of three, and rhetorical questions. You already know most of these, and I know it seems like a lot, but you actually already use these every day. You just don't use them deliberately on the page. So let's look what happens when we do. My alarm exploded. Beep, beep, beep. The sound dragged sleep away from me like a thief, and the day pressed its gray face against my window. My bed was a warm ocean I didn't want to leave. I lay there in peaceful misery, thinking, why does school always steal my dreams? I pulled on my uniform, grabbed some breakfast, and thought, ugh, here we go again. As I stepped outside, the gray sky hung over me like a wet blanket. Now take a look. Here's the text with the language features for you on to see. Notice what's happened. We didn't change the story, we changed the language. And suddenly, now there's tone, there's mood, there's voice, there's character. And we even start to see a narrator emerge. I see a moody teenager who really hates school mornings. And now the story feels bigger. Even though nothing new actually happened, we haven't even reached the walk to school yet. But the story is already much more creative. So here's my challenge to you. Go away and make friends with these 10 big language features and put them in your toolbox. Then write a piece of flash fiction, just one page, that starts with a perfectly boring story, and then add these 10 big language features to it and see what happens. I think you'll surprise yourself, because creativity isn't always something you're born with. It's something you can build. One tool, one sentence, one page at a time. And now you've got the tools. Thank you, and wishing you all a great Happy New Year. Man Nian Ji Xian.
感谢 Daniel 老师的生动讲